Hello, Leo, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm an evolutionary life coach. And today I'm here to guide you through your intuitive messages and spiritual focus for this week. First card, theme card of the week, energy from the universe that is sent to you to play with. We've got the Lady. Lovely energy, creative energy, abundance, and just like open-hearted fertility. Funny thing to say. This is definitely a springtime type card where everything is in blossom, it's flowing, it's in bloom. We've got the water that's thawed, we've got the flowers coming out, but it's also like harvest going on. So appreciating and loving your creative gifts, being willing to share, and being willing to tap into that creative energy, Leo. So let's put her down for a second. Your energy, love this, is the Queen of Cups for this week. So I love the green, how the green is flowing from one card to the other. We have this larger creative force. It's the life creative force, creative life force happening. And it flows down to you on the personal level, and it comes to you through your intuitions, your deeper senses, and your also want to say your emotions. We have an emotional theme with both cards because of the idea of flow of water, whereas the water is running here, it becomes still in the Queen of Cups. So I think that's a clue for you, Leo. There's a lot of abundance, there's a lot of information, a lot of intuition available for you this week if you can keep those emotions a bit calmer, a bit more steady. This is definitely not a week that you're going to have to rely too much on your rational thoughts. This is a week of being and feeling and creating. It's not really a thinking week. I'm curious to see what the other cards are going to be, but this lovely communion that's happening between these cards, where we have the divine or the big picture and then the small picture here, it's really beautiful what's happening. It's one is giving birth to the other in a way. So we have intuition and creativity within and without. It comes in, it comes out, it comes in, it comes out. It's just this constant flow, and it's available to you. I love these cards. I wish I could just convey my love of these cards to you and for you to understand what that energy feels like, because these are such good cards. So let's keep going. And while I'm drawing these next cards for you, I would love for you to consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much. It's so great to see you again. Please also feel free to hit that like button if you feel like it. Okay, so I'm looking at the cards this way first so I can get a clear read. Sometimes when they're mirrored, it's harder to get a clear read. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Princess of Cups in the middle, and we have the King, nope, we have the Six of Wands on the other side. Now, interesting that we have the Queen, because the Queen, I see her as the mother figure, and I see the Princess as more of the daughter figure. So this this Princess of Cups, it's funny because she is the personification of your creative energy, of your creative project itself. And it's in a state of flux, it's in a state of change, it's in a state of movement right now. It's in the state of growth. It's not quite sure what it is or where it's going, but it's in a state of movement. What's so interesting to me is that we've got great leadership cards on either side of it. The Ace of Swords and the Six of Wands. We have an internal desire to commit to it, and an internal desire to say, yes, I'm going to stand by this creative energy. I'm going to stand by this creative project for all that I can, for all that it's worth. It's like you take your destiny up into its hands, and you understand it's right there for you. There's no going back. There's no wavering. You're with this project. You're committed to it. You may find that this project also has to do with working with younger energies like kids or or children or something like that. But I think it's also the energy of the project itself, that it's young, it's still growing, it's still changing, it's still developing. But you've decided that you're going to commit to it, that you're really going to go for it this time. We have the Six of Wands showing up, which says to me that in picking up this project, you actually become a leader. You actually also step into that leadership role, which is yours, Leo. You are the leader of the zodiac. The Six of Wands, what's popping out on this card is his cloak. You see how it's the same color as this? So it's as if he dons this creative mantle. It becomes part of his identity. It actually becomes part of his status, what makes him feel good about himself, what sets him up above the rest, or what sets him different than other people. He becomes proud of, and he becomes willing to lead other people because of that specialness, because of that difference. So what's not been mentioned is the bravery, and that's also the color in here. This reddish burgundy brown red is the color of passion. It's also the color of courage. And sticking to this creative project and really going the distance with it, really sticking with it to fruition and fullness, it does take courage, but it's there and you're willing to do it. Now, I want to bring these cards back full circle. This card is wise and she waits for the right time, but these cards are ready to spring into action. And I feel as though the lady is supporting this as well. She's saying, as you spring into action, as you put this into action, the universe sends you even more and more and more abundance and creative inspiration and flow. So as you take up these, you get more back. As you give, you receive. So really, really awesome reading, Leo. Thanks for sharing that with me. That was awesome. I'm really very excited for what's ahead of you. So questions about that or comments, please reach out below in the comments section. I always love to hear from you, and I so appreciate your support. If you are looking to empower yourself further or take yourself to the next level intuitively, or work on anything spiritually that you've been maybe struggling with a little bit, I'd invite you to check out my website, True Guidance Tarot. I'm looking for people that are very committed to their spiritual growth and can't wait to see the next version of their self come out. So if that's you, please check it out, and I'll see you next time.